Like a river, like a river, like a river, like a river, like a river.
Hey everyone, it's Gino. So today I am going to be playing Major Minor. So it's like this book furry game type thing. I thought it'd be really cool. So I have Major Minor 1, which is my first save, and I already did the intro, so I'm just gonna start this. I feel a rush of speed as I'm shot back into my body. It was almost as if my spirit momentarily left me. Who was that man? And just what was the Ark? I scratched my head in a state of sheer confusion. It definitely wasn't a dream, I know that for sure. When you wake up from a dream, you know it wasn't real. You laugh it off, continue on with your life. That's not the sensation I was feeling right now. I try to ground myself up in reality. I take in my surroundings, the noises and people. I focus on my destination, Tokyo, Japan. I feel myself calm down, slowly, but surely. The anxiety starts to replace itself with excitement, though many would argue what the difference is. Who didn't dream of going to Tokyo in their lifetime? It had to be on the bucket list of many of people. And it was the first of many places I'd visit, on what would surely be the best year of my life. I sat there, holding the armrest with a fierce grip. It wouldn't be long until I figured out how wrong I was. Look at these dudes. Okay. So it's loading. I tried my best to maintain my composure. A can of Popstar held firmly in my grasp. I wasn't one to drink energy drinks so leisurely, but I picked up what you might call an addiction. For a little bit more context, I'll say this. Popstar was the leading brand of energy drink. In fact, it was almost as popular as soda. It had full endorsement of a famous pop idol. A contest was held to coincide with the idols of my new tour. Sorry, I'm not good at reading out loud. 2 special cans were thrown into the wild. Those who found them got to travel with the tour, almost like a golden ticket from old childhood stories. The contest made the drink skyrocket in popularity. It took the world by storm, a cultural phenomenon. The chance to live a life of luxury was so hard to pass up. In case you didn't know, the name of the idol was Clace. So when I say I picked up something from an addiction, it might actually be the understatement of the year. The odds were winning were literally in the billions, so it took a fair amount of chugging in order to win. I asked myself if it was worth it, but that's subjective. At least that's what I told myself in between jitters. Being one with the lucky two came with its consequences. That's what the media called with prospective winners. Before I could continue thinking, I'm interrupted. Someone walking down the aisle has a nasty fall. They brace their descent and land on the seat beside me. That takes a special kind of skill, doesn't it? He quickly rises to his feet wearing a look of panic. Oh, dude, it's a squirrel. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I nod my head. It's not the end of the world. Aside from a minor frighten, everything is fine. Although, maybe we could talk to pass the time. It was starting to get boring, sitting by myself. First time on a train? Don't know what came over me. I just got dizzy and then, bam! Sounds like someone has a case of vertigo. I apologize again. I'm sorry for intruding. I really am. I try explaining to him that everything is fine, but he seems to think he's committed an awful crime. Before he can respond, however, the alarm sounds loudly. They can also follow the flow of the story. Remember, it is not impossible to please everyone. Okay. The train comes to a screeching halt. Mechanical failure? That's not good. Oh no, what was that? Are we going to die? I can't help but snicker at that. He's clearly one of those catastrophic thinkers. Good thing I brought a couch. A couch, what? Now I can be in power if we are stranded. He goes to rummage through his bag. A bit of a bookworm, too, isn't he? I decide just to sit back and wait it out. In situations like this, there is nothing else to do. I try and think how I could pass the time. It might be a while until we were mobile again. I can't use my phone for anything other than texts. The data charges while abroad were a death sentence, but everybody back home would already be asleep. There was quite the time difference at play here. My phone vibrates. I go to look at it, almost as if I knew what I was thinking about. It's Rook, the man I was meeting at the train station. Are you almost here? Can't wait all day, you know. He's wondering where I am, and I'm not sure what to say. Should I play it cool, or let him know we're stalled? I think I'm going to say I can't say for sure. I choose to be honest with him. I can't say for sure. Wouldn't want to get things off to a bad start. Gah, uncertainly, my least favorite thing to hear. Very well. But somehow, I feel like that's exactly what happened. His reply signals a feeling of discontent. But there was nothing I could do. Of course, I was truthful. I could rest easy. I noticed that the squirrel is also eagerly texting away. I put my phone back in my pocket and reclined in my seat. I wasn't exactly sure how Rook was related to Clace, but he had to be pretty high up there. I was only given concrete details last week. I thought there'd be limos and media coverage, but I was quickly told that that wasn't the case. I was getting picked up by a regular guy named Rook. I wonder if he would go full-on clutch, with a large piece of cardboard that says Taylor. Oh man, I really hope we'll be okay. My train rides are usually incident-free. Usually? But he said that this was his first time. He seems to be a conjure of himself realizing it. Well, as fun as awkward silences are, we should probably get to know each other, just in case we're stuck here forever. Oh, how fun would that be? You can call me Kyla. I'm here to see some friends. What about you? What brings you to Tokyo? It's nice to meet another English speaker. I only speak Japanese at a preschool level. I'm about to answer, but I stopped myself short. I have flashbacks of when I signaled that NDA. I wasn't allowed to publicly reveal why I was here. At least not until the media made it official. But then again, what harm could it do? I'd likely never find itself back to me. Plus, Kyla could be impressed with who I really am. A friend would be a great thing to have to a while abroad. Should I tell him or keep a secret? I don't really know what to do. I think it would probably be good to tell him, because I don't think I should tell him, but I don't want to lie either. So I guess I say, well, I won a contest. I decide that there is no harm in telling him the truth. Rick and those around him would never find out. I recount the adventure I took to winning a can. I end up rambling on a little more than I'd like. But he seems, well, he's clearly indifferent. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not the answer I was expecting, honestly. Happy for you, though. I wish my life was that eventful. I'm just here to visit my brother. He was a big fan of Clay's. Actually, he would have killed to win that contest. I thought he said he was here to meet friends? Now he's here to meet his brother? That seems odd. I'm still really excited. It's my first time in Tokyo. Gotta hit up all the maid cafes, of course. Typical tourist. What about you? Would you ever go to a maid cafe? I've heard they're just the best. Maid cafes? Those were much like restaurants in Western culture. However, your waitress actually stays at your table. You converse with them, play games, get to know them. It was definitely a foreign concept to me. How do I respond to Kyla? I don't know. I like to see the art, so probably I would say I'd love to go to one. I don't know. I think they're not really my thing. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to go with I'd love to go to one. Cool. We'll have to keep in touch. I've looked online at all the tourist sites. There's some great ones down in... Okay, how do I pronounce this? Akihabara. Akihabara. I'm going to just... Before I get to do talking, the train moves again, and the passengers are shaken up by the sudden movement. Kyla begins a wide smile as if this was a major victory. Wow, I was scared for nothing. That didn't really last that long at all. He sure seems like quite the character. If we did end up going to those maid cafes, well, there'd be no shortage of entertainment. I wonder if it could be the same said of Rook. More importantly, I wonder how he'd treat me. He certainly seemed like an interesting guy. I sure hope he doesn't find out I broke my NDA. I wanted to make some friends here, not enemies. I find it odd that I'm analyzing my previous actions, as if I could change. As if I could have changed what I said and what I did. Perhaps it wasn't the way of that weird version I had. I can control my own destiny, or something like that. What a ridiculous thing to comprehend. If I could control my destiny, I wouldn't be here. I'd probably be off somewhere living the life of luxury. But there's no use of thinking like that, so I'll stop. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here, guys.
How do we fall in love? Harder than a bullet could hit ya. How do we fall